Hello and welcome to Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I am an intuitive card reader and I am also an empath. Right now, before I lose my smoke here, I've put a smudge up using sweetgrass and that grows wild on the front of my property, and a little bit of sage. Scientifically, it clears out 95% of the bacteria in your home. This is an indigenous custom, and it also cleans the energies, any energies at all that are going on. Any bad energies, it just wipes them right out. So I've cleansed myself and I've cleansed my cards and my laptop, and I like to share with you guys. This is for you. Anybody watching this video, this is for you. Okay, there we go. I'd like to start off just very quickly by saying thank you for all your likes and any shares that you may have on any of the videos. For subscribing as well. If you're brand new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, and you may be new to YouTube as well. I'm finding a lot of you are like that. Are just becoming introduced to YouTube. I can't speak for other channels, but for my channel, that little red subscription button beneath this video window, if you click on it, it's always free and you can leave anytime you like. All it's for is to alert you anytime Fundy Fortunes posts any new videos, that you'll be alerted via your email notifications. Also, thank you very much for the comments. Some of you are very brave. You come forth and you feel compelled to leave a comment beneath the video that touched you in some way, and you bare your heart and you bare your soul. And it doesn't go unnoticed. I, for one, appreciate very much your reaching out that way. It's for good karma. It's good all the way around. Even if you've been through something really, really bad. This channel is a positive channel. It's a good channel. Even in the negative, we find the positive. And because there's positive, when you look for it, it's there. And sometimes you do have to look for it. So that's what Fundies is all about. Fundy Fortunes is all about. This is a general reading, though. So, excuse me. If you find that you like this reading, and because it's general, which may or may not resonate with you on a personal basis, you want a private reading, I do offer that service for the channel. All the details for private readings is found in the description box right below this window. And everything in there pertaining to private readings, Fundy Fortunes, it's very simple, straightforward. You basically send me off an email asking for a private reading, and then we take it from there. Okay, so let's see here. This is for my favorite sign of the zodiac, Cancer. Why do I say my favorite? Guess why? My sign. I'm a real strong Cancer too. So this is the last sign that I'm reading for the mid-monthlies at this time. We're finally getting it out there a little bit behind, and I apologize for that. No one's more frustrated than I am. I've been kind of anxious to see what mid-month August is holding for Cancer as well, as far as the readings go. All right, so why don't we get right into it? 5-card spread using the Oceanic Tarot deck, and one significator pull from the deck of Simply Tarot at the very end. 5 cards. First card is your overall energy of the reading. Second card is your anything relates to finances and wealth. Third card is all about love, and that can go from romantic to family love, anything that's close to your heart. Fourth card are your challenges for the month of August. Your fifth card is your message from Spirit itself. All right, first card that I pull, overall energy, 8 of Swords, and it is about restriction. Okay, so this card usually is indicating that there's about to be a change. Either there just was, it's happening now, or it's coming on top very, very soon. A change in your work, a change in your relationships, a change in personal projects, a change often shows as well that their relationships are on lockdown. By lockdown, that means you're stagnant. You're not moving forward. You're not moving backward. You're just kind of stuck. You're not seeing any growth the way you'd like to be seeing growth. The excitement may have died off a little bit. Those warm feelings. Not thinking about your significant other in the middle of the day, bringing a smile to your face anymore. Hours and hours can go by. So now you're starting to question, and you feel like everything is on lockdown. For some of you, some relationships I feel nudged to tell you are on lockdown because there's a fear of commitment or a block there of some kind. Some of you already have, um, and this is so Cancer, there's an overwhelming amount of responsibility to other human beings or other projects around us. We kind of overcommit ourselves at times. Because of that, for some of you, there's somebody that you're very interested in. This is for a few of you, um, that you really want to kickstart a relationship with, and you think there's a really, really good chance of that. Matter of fact, you know this other person likes you in the same way, and they think of you in the same light, and they're really, really almost aching inside for you to make that move, to put up the green light, the green flag, that it's okay to step a little bit closer to each other. Um, it's you're just bound by too much responsibility right now, so that is a challenge. The advice of this card is to get practical and get control of your own life and your future. Never mind what others think about you. Be free to be yourself, and by being less tolerant of others. And that could be, there could be some people taking up your time and taking advantage of the commitment that you've bound to them. They could be really, really squeezing you for all that you're worth, and that's really unfair. It's a bit of an overkill in need of this other person or these other people. It's way over the top. They've got you run ragged, and they put it out there that, but I need this, I need this, I need you, I need you, I need you, and you're moaning inside because Cancer would never be rude when it's uncalled for. They would never be hateful if it's uncalled for. Cancer is all about Cancer. Terra Firma, the planet Earth, is a sign of Cancer as well, which is a beautiful thing. Cancer is representative and also the sign of motherhood, Mother Earth, Mother Nature. It's all about, that's what Cancer is all about. When you look at nature, you look at mother in general, the word mother, and all the meanings that, drill down off of the explanation and definition of what mother is. A strong Cancer, that's what they're all about. They have a hard time saying no to anybody that's in true need. Cancers aren't stupid, though. They're not. Cancers are very intuitive. I could speak for Cancers because I'm one, and I'm highly intuitive. I know when I'm being taken advantage of. Cancer, if they have to, can bring the hammer down and say, this is foolishness, enough is enough. That can very well happen very easily, and they can do it in a very tactful and a very kind-hearted way so that you're not offending anybody or hurting anybody's feelings, but you can bring down reality. And somebody that's been living kind of like in this, let's say, a tidal zone, and they're always at like 3/4 tide. Everything's kind of murky. Some of these people really don't mean to take advantage of the generosity of what Cancer is all about. So there's this murkiness going on, and they just smile through the fog every time they see you. And, you coming forward saying, I'm here today. I did these errands for you. Is there anything else that you need done today? Is there anything you need help with today or this weekend or whatever? And they'll just grin, this grin, almost an intoxicated daze. Yes, I do. I have a whole list here all ready for you. And they don't think for 1 minute that you have other commitments. So any new love that's coming your way, you're going to have to start trimming the fat off of other relationships in your life and the other commitments. You can do this, but be very tactful so that nobody gets their feelings hurt. The advices of this card: get practical, get control of your life and your future, and you can't worry about what others think. The key words are separation, fear, burdens, a lack of vision, being stuck, responsibility, and change. So yes, there's a fear of hurting other people, a fear of separating from some. It's like leaving a baby. You've taught them how to walk, and you know that they can, and they know that they can, but there's a fear there, and you've got to just let go, you know. And if they fall, you'll be there to kiss the bobos or the boo-boos, right? Scrapes on the hands and knees, a metaphorical sense, right? Okay, so that's the overall energy. Let's get right into your finances. I have the card here of the Hermit, and he's all about contemplation. And he's certainly contemplating, sitting there on a rock. You see the jellyfish in the background kind of floating about. He's not alarmed about them at all. He's in contemplation. Nothing can touch him. All right, so this card insinuates that this is an important time for quiet reflection, study, absorbing things that have happened lately. Welcome this retreat rather than feel lonely. You can be alone in this world without feeling lonely. For myself and for other cancers that I know quite well, they tend to have that need. We don't feel lonely. If we're lonely, we know we can curb that in a heartbeat. There's always somebody out there to reach out to kind of take the edge off of that. But we crave alone time. I seen a meme the other day on Facebook, and it said, the people in my life don't realize that my alone time is for their benefit. That's very true. There's nothing funny about that because it's the truth. Because I think I'm a nice person for the most part. People seem to like me for the most part. Always devastated when somebody doesn't, and I don't know why. Um, but you know what? We all have our limits. When I get really tired and I find that I'm just pouring my cup of life out and sharing it constantly, 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 and I like to keep my cup refillable. In order for me to do that, I need to, as for example, where I live, right here on a cove in the Bay of Fundy, right on the coast, I have a cove in my backyard that feeds in from the Bay of Fundy and feeds out from. We have the highest tides in the world here, and it's about a 3/4 mile beach, maybe, in the backyard as well. Takes me big, long, long, long walk. And you know what? I'll walk up so far. I got my tablet with me sometimes, and I put on my favorite music, usually something very soft, something with violins. When I'm in the mood to rock, I like to rock out too. But when I'm on the beach, it's contemplation, it's me time. I need that downtime, and I will lose track of time. I'll sit and watch the tide come in. If the surf is up and the tide's in, I'm mesmerized by the tides. I look out at the island. I'm close to the water. I'm a Cancer the crab. I'm a water sign. This feeds me like nothing else does. This recharges and restores me. We all need that as people in general. Some people have a hard time separating from others. They do have an issue. When they're alone, they feel it's automatically lonely. The cancers are not like that. And this reading is about cancer. And I go down to that beach and I lose track of time. You know, I come home and I hear, where the heck have you been? I was right down below here, not 5 minutes from you, 3-minute walk. Oh, well, you've been gone for 4 or 5 hours. I lose time. But when I come back, let me tell you, the kind of questioning that comes at me coming in the door and the expectations that have been waiting for me the minute I come in the door are easier for me to take and handle. Because if I was still like that and had all this laid on me, I'd probably get pretty crabby, which Krabby Pants Cancer is really good at. You know, we tend to really, we're probably the one and only sign that really thrives off of time by ourselves. That's the way we are. I had a friend one time, and he's a train aficionado, you might say, a hobbyist. And he went to this huge, huge trade and convention center, and this big train thing show was going on, model trains and people, you know, and he's an intellect. He's another Sheldon Cooper if you watch Big Bang, and if you're watching this, Mike, this is all about you. I knew when he was home, I seen him come online after a long day of trade and convention, and I asked him, how was your day? And it takes one cancer to understand another, okay? And he said, I have had just about enough of human beings for one day. And right there I said, oh, okay, well, try to enjoy your night and I'll talk to you later. And I said, well, I wasn't hurt or offended by that. I backed right off and gave him the space he needed. And he didn't come back and say, well, I'm sorry, he didn't do it. There was just nothing but air there. And that's the way a cancer is. It's the way we thrive and re-energize for other people. It's food, partying, whatever. But we need some alone time. I personally don't get enough of it, to tell you the truth. See, as the card advises, please don't resist being alone. This is a time for healing and contemplation to find the answers that you may be seeking or the answers you need. Know yourself on a much deeper level, and that's what happens. It's almost like a Zen thing. It's almost like a meditation that we need. The keywords for this card are thought, retreat, travel, income, money, journey, solutions. So don't be afraid to spend that time alone. That's what it's telling you. In the financial sector, sometimes it isn't all about the money. Sometimes your riches come in different ways, and in this case, that's what this card is all about. If you're very centered, that opens up other avenues as well, where you can if your big main number one thing, Cancer, is making money right now. If you have yourself restored and refreshed and re-energized, that clears the mind so you can focus more on increasing your income, increasing your money, increasing your bank account. It all comes down to that. But in other ways, contemplation, retreat, and time alone, becoming a hermit for a little bit, that is a big deposit into the richness of your own personality, spirit, and soul. The third card that I pulled in your sector of romance, love, and heart, anything that has to do with love pertaining. And this is the Queen of Pentacles, and she's all about kindness. Okay. Excuse me one moment, Cancer. I need a little drink of lemonade. I'm awful dry. There we go. Oh, it's sour. The key words for this card are generosity, love, fertility for some, money, comfort, nature, children, and animals. The advice of this card is to be hands-on right now. Be very tactual or textual, tactile. Get yourself involved in things. Lay down some practical help with other people. Share your knowledge with those who need it. For some of the people that I've seen at the first of the card, and you're overcommitting, you're going to have the people that you're going to trim off a little bit and push them out of the way. You're going to teach them how to be a little more independent and some practical advice for them. That's going to come in and play big time, big time. This card represents a affectionate, generous woman. She's a wise helper that we all want in our lives. We all want a friend like this Cancer woman. She's a lover of nature, home, her family. She's down to earth, and she is she is sometimes the you card in a reading. I'll take that. What they just described is me. Big time nature lover, big time love of home and of family. It's what drives me within me, and that's what motivates me. That's what's behind pushing me every day to get up and to deal with life and to live life and take part in life as well. If this is somebody else, she could show you that now is the time to focus on key tasks and spend your money wisely as well. If I had money, I'd spend it wisely. I don't have any to spend wisely. Another meaning is an influential person that we may work with that supports your work. And for some of you, this is your lady in waiting, okay? Some of you are going to meet a new love. And for some of you, you could meet somebody at a wedding, or this could be somebody, I think I just said a few minutes, somebody you already know, somebody that wants to kickstart a relationship with you, or at least they want the chance to try. And this is what she's all about. And you, Cancer, this could be another Cancer woman. This is what you're all about as well. This is somebody that you're going to find is your mirrored image. This is somebody that you can finish each other's sentences. Somebody there's a click there with. Somebody that you feel so comfortable with, it almost seems sinful, but it isn't. It's beautiful. Churn the extra fat out of your life, because this is the time where the energies are flowing for you. This is the time for you, Cancer. This is a time, some of you won't be spending this winter alone. You'll have somebody to snuggle up with and keep warm with. For some of you, because of your commitments outside of the home, there's going to be 1% of you, this is going to really interfere with your relationship. and the other person is not going to be happy about it. They're having a hard time dealing with the separation from you, and they feel they're too young to be spending all their time alone. You know, if it's for somebody that has to work a lot, you know, chatting on the phone once or twice a day isn't enough to cut it for the other person. And the other person may not be showing it or thinking it, but they're feeling, I'm too young for this. I need somebody around me that's here. Not over the phone, not over Facebook, not through email, not through texting. I need somebody real that, and this is how the other person feels. In Cancer, you're almost panic stricken because there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. But you're the type of person that also feels that everybody should have a right to their own happiness and to live their lives the way they see fit. And even though you care about this other person, you're going to tell them that. You're going to say, if it's this much of a struggle for you, I feel really bad that I'm causing this discomfort in your life and holding your life up. And if you think that you'd be happier, you know, letting me go, because I wouldn't blame you, then I'm okay with that. Maybe down the road we can hook up again, and next time it'll be better for that. They're not the only person suffering from the extra work that you're taking on and the time that it's taking from your family. There's family there for some of you. You may have parents, you may have children, and for some reason, and you didn't see it coming, but work is really successful for those of you that are working outside the home right now. So it's very successful. You didn't see this coming. And you want the payoff in the end. And you want to see this through to the end so that you can look into the future and say, there's a good foundation laid for me right there, financially. You can't let that go over relationships. You can't let her... The family isn't liking that you're not able to drop what you're doing and be there for them right now. But you keep talking to them and telling them to have patience, because it isn't always going to be like this, because after a while it's going to slow down. But your income, your bracket of income is going to rise, and they are going to benefit from that. Put that out there. They are going to benefit as well. A lot of love here. A big need for you at the time, Cancer, but you're going to find a way to juggle it all. You're going to have your moments. Refresh and restore yourself by your alone time. Okay, so the challenges. The challenges for mid-August, Cancer. 7 of Swords, all about loss. I need another drink of lemonade to pucker up on that one. There it is. Your 7 of Swords. Loss. Something is being taken from you, Cancer. Follow any suspicions that you may have and listen to your intuition and your gut feeling. It's singing loud to you right now, I can tell you that. Anybody that you're anything, not even anybody, because sometimes this isn't people bringing stuff. Sometimes we stumble across things ourselves. Any kind of offers or deals that are going on right now. Take time and think about anything that you accept to take on, buy, purchase, invest in. Take extra care with your possessions and steer clear of negative people. Okay, so anything you've got laying around outside of the house, you know, if you got I don't know, something that you may have sitting outside your home on your front lawn that is highly attractive to maybe some other people. If you can move it, pull it back a little closer to the house. Better yet, if you can put it in the garage or in the basement, get rid of it for a while. Energies are a little unstable, so a couple little broken holes there to the line of energy. And when you see that, that means there's something else that's not as pure as your energy line trying to poke through. And there's a reason for that, because it's being done behind your back. The advice of this card is to guard your possessions or your assets. Question any motives of others around you right now. The Whiffin Theory, what's in it for me? What's in it for them? Ask yourself, why is this person doing this and what's in it for them? What are they gaining from it? People don't go out of the way to do things for you or help you or lead you to believe they are unless they're getting something out of it. That's usually how I'm talking. I'm not talking about a friend helping a friend here. I'm talking on a bigger scale than that. Something that's further away from you, not so close. So the key words for this are theft, negative people, insecurity, intuitiveness, mistrust, decision, and protection. First, whoa, big nudge in the belly. First thing you do before anything else, if you're married and have children, if you don't have children, you're a single parent, anything like that where there's a sense of family. You need to protect that first and foremost before anything else. Don't let anybody interfere. Become highly protective. Anybody outside of that immediate family, I'm not talking husbands and wives. They're not that immediate. Anybody outside, your parents, your children, in that way, that kind of a tight knit, you're going to feel a sense of protection to put around them and do that against everybody else. Nobody has to know what you're doing. Nobody has to know how you're feeling. But make sure that you're aware of that they may need protection. Somebody that you thought had good intentions for you and thought of your best intentions may interfere in a way. Be very careful about that. You don't want outer influences that are coming in that are negative like that. If you're getting some negativity from those that you normally wouldn't, now's time to say, look, it is what it is, and you knew this stepping into my life, crossing that line and coming into my personal life. If you don't like what you're saying, don't you dare try to change it on me, because I'm the boss here of my life. I welcome you into my life, and yes, you can be yourself, and yes, you have a rights about everything, and you have a say about everything. But there's some lines we don't cross in each other's lives, because we're still two separate people. This is for the older cancers that aren't kids anymore, all right? There's a whole lifetime of past lifetime that you've brought into the table that has rounded you and molded you and made you who you are today. And somebody new coming into the picture is not going to change that. Just saying. Okay, your message from Spirit is the King of Wands, all about practicality. And here we go. 78 decks, 78 cards in this deck, and he keeps popping up 4 times in a row now. No, he's not sticky. He's not sticking to anything. I do a very thorough shuffle. I have 2 decks to shuffle, and I spend a good 40 minutes getting them ready. Okay, he's got something to say to everybody right now. The King of Wands is all about practicality, and it's right on there. Wands are about practical things. This is a man of action. He's engaging and inspiring, and he's a leader. His feelings always show. There's no second-guessing somebody like him because his feelings show. Wears his heart on his sleeve. You approach him, you don't have to question what kind of mood is he going to be in today. If you have requests or questions, you don't have to say, oh, he doesn't look like he's doing too well today. I'll wait till another time down the road. You don't need to do that with him, because you'll know before you get close enough to interact with him what kind of mood he's in. You give him a small window of grace to jump back and change your mind about talking to him at that moment in time, because he can be a little bit moody. Let's see. Travel is very important and connected to very many people, this person is. But sometimes this is a you card, Cancer. And you can dictate that what you expect to find, from practical solutions to practical problems. You get to dictate that. The advice of the card is to explore your passions. Look to unconventional people and new places for any passions that you want to grow, you want to build upon, you want to extend. You're not ready to let go of yet. These are my passions. These are the things that make me, when I work all day and I look into other, these are the things that keep me going. The passions are downtime, as exciting as they can be. Part of you, that's where you find your respite, is in your passion. Keywords for this card are energy, creativity, power, passion, wisdom, freedom, and openness. Whoa, there we go. Openness is a big, big, big component of this reading for you, Cancer, right now. It's huge, absolutely huge. Be direct, be honest, be tactful, be kind, but you're going to find yourself doing that. Okay, so your significator that I pulled from the deck of tarot, I pulled 2 of Wands. Again, more practicality. Wands are about practical things. Well, let me get my book out. Okay. The Two of Wands, the card indicates that we are in charge of the way that our life is unfolding. Key. Resonating in energy really, really high. The Two of Cups, the Two of Wands does not rule out the occasional pleasant surprise or even an obstacle, but it does allow us to fulfill our needs and chase our destiny. There's your significator for the overall reading. Really, really, really good card to have. It says an awful lot. An awful lot. You're in charge of the way your life unfolds. This card does not rule out the occasional pleasant surprise or even an obstacle. From obstacles come lessons and challenges, and you see what kind of stuff you're really made of when you run into obstacles. Because now, yes, that's right. I'm feeling the woo-woos. Cancer does not back away or turn away. It does not make a detour when they run into an obstacle. They're already aware of ways to get there. So they're aware of where there are permanent blocks, so they won't waste time going down those avenues. They will charge straight ahead. They will become inventive and creative. It stirs the passion inside of them to get over this. I will get through this. I will conquer this. And challenges are always a good thing. Obstacles are the same as challenges, where you're forced to use a different way because there's a challenge blocking you. Okay, so what challenges do is they're a retrospective thing. And what I mean by that is down the road, you'll get through them, but down and you'll curse and swear all the way through, because we all dread challenges and we don't want them. We don't want to face them. But down the road, third time, what's going to happen is you're going to be looking back over the past 6 months or so, and the challenges are going to pop up, and you're going to kind of smirk to yourself. And you're going to say, I was so upset and so bothered and so teed off because these challenges and blocks kept popping up. But if they hadn't blocked me, and if they hadn't challenged me, and hadn't really stirred a fire in me to show what I'm really, really made of, that I'm made of the right stuff, I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for the obstacles and hadn't been for the challenges. They ended up being a big blessing in disguise, as some would say. It's the best thing sometimes. I know we dread it. We really, really, really do. Kind of like going to the dentist for cleaning on your teeth. You're dreading it. But boys, when you come out of there, you're really, really glad. And that new person coming into your life, you have that big curly white grin for it. And you look beautiful. So don't ever shy away from challenges. Embrace them. Bring them on. Tempt fate if you want. Bring it on. I can handle it. And that's the way that goes. Wow, Cancer. This was a good reading. A very highly active reading. Two major arcana cards. The one with the Hermit and the one at the end, your message from Spirit. These are the two main focal points, and then there was your significator to kind of blend it right in there, fit right in. I didn't have to make it fit. It did fit, absolutely. Okay, Cancer, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. The subscription button down below, that little red button, it's always free. Just so that next time Fundy Fortunes posts any videos, you'll be alerted in your email through that way. If you found you like this reading, you'd like a personal reading, I do provide that and offer that service. All that information is found down below in the description box as well on how that pertains. You just send me an email and we take it from there. Basically, just to save you. But go and read it anyway, please. There's a few things in there maybe you need to know. Again, thank you very much. Next readings are coming up for September for each sign. So that's 12 individual videos for every sign of the zodiac for the month of September. If you don't subscribe, and if you like this video, you're going to miss it. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss a September reading. Cancer, big kisses to all of you. You were the last of the zodiac to be read this time because this wasn't your birthday month. Leo came first, so that meant you come last at the very end. But it's better late than never. I'd like to thank you very, very much for stopping by and spending this time with me. It was a ride and a half, that's for sure. Remember, Cancer, be true and blue to yourself. And things are going to work out. You're a little stressed for a while, but things will work out for you. I know, I'm one too. Have a good month, and see you back next time. Goodbye.